Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for reviewing this presentation. My name is Andrea Mullen, and I'm the Director of Product Program here at GSDSW. This training is going to be an overview of all service unit product volunteers that we have at the service unit level. Okay, first, we're going to discuss the Girl Scout mission, promise, and law, and review the GSLE and 5 Girl Scout outcomes and how they relate to the product program. We are also going to take a look at the service unit team and where you fit in, what the new positions available are for both fall product and cookie programs, the responsibilities and qualifications, and how they are going to benefit the service unit as a whole, as well as the troops. We will also briefly cover the upcoming service unit fall product training position schedule and information, and we'll conclude with a Q&A session. Because this is being recorded, I'm just going to go over a couple of the questions that I received during the initial training and afterwards. Everything we do here at Girl Scouts centers around the Girl Scout mission to build girls of courage, character, and confidence who will make the world a better place. We can accomplish this by living and modeling the Girl Scout promise and law. It is important to remember that these aren't just words on a page to be memorized and repeated. These are principles, values that we strive to live by, share with others, and encourage our girls to model. Always remember that you are a role model to these girls. Some of you have probably seen this before, or at least pieces of it, but I wanted to take a moment to go over how the Girl Scout Leadership Experience, or the GSLE, and the 5 outcomes relates to the Girl Scout product programs. Many people see fall product and cookies as nothing more than a required fundraiser for troops. It is so much more than that. Through these programs, Girl Scouts are able to discover their values, skills, and the world around them, connect with others, and take action to make a difference. This is accomplished by allowing the girls to make the decisions within their troop, working with others in their troop, and learning through both the success and failures that come with decision making. During the course of the fall product and cookie programs, girls will be learning how to engage with those around them, their family, friends, neighbors, and even strangers, with adult supervision, of course. This engagement fosters confidence in themselves that leads to a strong sense of self. They also are taught positive values in the form of ethical business practices. Girls are encouraged to challenge themselves, whether it is reaching a higher goal, talking with someone new, or even just participating for the first time. Taking a new step, big or small, succeed or fail, teaches the girls how to grow and learn from everything they do. The product programs help to foster healthy relationships with the girls and those around them. They learn how to work with others to set a group goal, communicate with people they aren't familiar with, and express themselves through their actions. Finally, the product programs give the girls an opportunity to give back to their communities. They can raise funds for a specific project or encourage their customers to donate items to a cause. Whatever the girls and troops choose to do gives them a voice within the community and those around them. For any service unit to be successful, you need a team of individuals. You have your service unit manager at the center of that team. They are surrounded by the treasurer, registrar, communications, and event coordinator. You also have recruiters, BTK champions, recognition champions, and trainers or mentors. Finally, we get to my favorite positions, the fall product manager and cookie positions. Whether you have a large team with different individuals in each role, or a small team with multiple volunteers holding 2 or more positions working together, you will be able to provide the Girl Scouts, families, and volunteers in your respective service units a positive and meaningful opportunity that will impact the Girl Scout experience year-round. There are 2 primary product positions each service unit should fill. They are the service unit product manager and the service unit cookie manager. Each of these positions will serve as the primary resource for the troops during each program. These volunteers will provide the troop-level trainings and distribute all the necessary documents for their respective programs. Council will, of course, provide all materials the troops and service units will need. In addition, the fall product manager will be receiving their service units' product and reward orders and will be responsible for sorting and distributing those items to the troops. Cookie managers will do the same, but with the cookie rewards and assist cupboard and booth chairs if those positions have been filled. I would like to also point out that while we recommend having different volunteers for each of these positions, we know it is not always possible. The same person can hold more than one of these roles so long as they understand what is required of each position. In turn, you can also have co-chairs with no more than 2 individuals serving in a role. Additional service unit positions include the service unit cupboard chair and the service unit booth chair. The cupboard volunteer will be responsible for managing the cookie cupboard in their area. The location of that cupboard will be worked out with council based on that service unit's location. They will be responsible for the cupboard's inventory accuracy, submitting restock orders to council, filling troop planned orders, and if necessary, assisting with transferring cookies from one troop or service unit to another. Service unit booth chairs will work with council and additional volunteers to secure GSDSW approved booths for their regions. In addition, they will work with the troops and service unit cookie manager to ensure GSDSW and GSUSA policies and regulations are being followed by the volunteers. As with all volunteer positions within GSUSA and GSDSW, service unit product volunteers must have a 2019-2020 Girl Scout membership and current and eligible background check on file and be in good standing with council. In addition, all product volunteers must have reliable access to computer technologies such as email and internet. Both our fall product and cookie programs rely heavily on online platforms, so this is a requirement for all positions. Additional skills such as attention to detail, ability to manage deadlines, and excellent communication and computer skills are strongly recommended for these volunteers. Why are these positions necessary? Well, first and foremost, in order for a service unit to qualify for the service unit proceeds during the fall product or cookie program, there must be a service unit product volunteer in place. In addition, these positions will serve as the go-between for council and troops. Oftentimes, service unit volunteers are able to assist troops with their questions quicker than if that troop attempted to contact council. As hard as I try, I cannot be in multiple places at the same time or answer questions from all of the volunteers and families we have in a timely manner. Having an extra level of support for the troops to use will help to enhance the program for all. You also know your areas better than I do. Every service unit, every town, every community within the GSDSW Council has its own quirks and do's and don'ts. We want to tap into your knowledge and abilities to enhance the product program for the volunteers and Girls Council-wide. As you all know, the fall product program is quickly approaching. We have finalized the service unit fall product manager training dates. All trainings will be held via Zoom, but you must attend a training in order to serve as a fall product manager. They will be recorded and available to view as a resource after the fact, but it will not count as attending a training if you simply watch the recording later. Service unit managers will also be allowed to attend the training for informational purposes. If you are unable to attend one of these dates, please contact customer care at info@gsdsw.org. Additional trainings can be scheduled on an as-needed basis, or a one-on-one training can be arranged. To register, please go to the link provided or contact customer care to receive the registration link. Questions. So first question we have is how to get started with one of these product positions. Email info@gsdsw.org to talk with and speak with your service unit and troop support specialist, and they will help you to get started for any of the product positions I covered today. Also, the question was raised, is there any specifics as far as training the troop volunteers? And there's not. I will provide all of the training materials, but if you want how you go about training or where you train will be up to you in your area. One thought was maybe having a lunch or a dinner as part of the training, and that is absolutely up to you guys, and sounds like a wonderful idea. The other question that we had was, will these PowerPoints and stuff be available offline for areas that do not have internet access during the trainings? And yes, you'll be able to download your PowerPoints onto your computer, so that way you do not have to have access to the internet during the training itself. All right. As always, if you have any other questions, do not hesitate to contact customer care, and we will get those questions answered. Thank you so very much for listening, and you have a great day.